In the first 3 modules of this training, we explored the fundamentals of environmental DNA and SpyGen's methodological standards. In this section, we'll move to the practical side, reviewing the sampling materials and equipment you'll be using, and showing you how to handle them effectively in the field. SpyGen will send the sampling materials directly to the address you provided. This package includes SpyGen's high-capacity filters. Each filter is designed to process 30 liters of water or more. And although they look identical, there are 2 membrane types available, depending on your sampling environment. One for waters rich in organic matter, and another for clearer or more pristine waters. Each filter comes with 2 closing caps, one for each end, and a sticker label with a unique SpyGen barcode. This code is essential to identify the filter and link it to its sampling location. You'll notice a small white circular piece at the top of the filter capsule. That's the purge valve. Just keep in mind, it's not used in SpyGen protocols. You will also receive a conservation buffer kit. This kit includes a bottle of conservation liquid, a funnel for adding the liquid to the filter after sampling, and a pair of gloves. The conservation buffer preserves DNA for up to 6 months at room temperature, allowing for secure storage and shipping. Regarding the pump, if you've rented the pump from SpyGen, it will also be included in your shipment. We'll go through how to use each pump step by step in the next modules. Finally, you'll also receive the tubing kit, where you'll find tubing adapted for different pumps, extra gloves, and protective plastic covers to further reduce contamination risk. Remember that all filters, tubing, and gloves are single-use, preventing contamination throughout the process. The red highlighted parts of the filter and tubes are critical and should be carefully protected from DNA contamination at all times. You may also need to bring a few common field items that are not included in the SpyGen shipment. These include a pen, scissors, and waterproof tape, garbage bags, extra gloves, bleach wipes to keep your equipment contamination-free, a GPS for recording sampling locations, nylon line, a telescopic pole, especially useful on non-motorized boats to keep the water inlet away from the hull. And we also recommend having a rigid plastic box that you can decontaminate with bleach wipes to serve as a clean workspace for preparing materials and preventing contamination during the process. The last item you'll handle is the field data sheet. I'll walk you through how to fill it in and explain why it's essential for your project. Complete all requested fieldwork information and send it to your SpyGen contact in Excel format. Also include a printed copy in the return box with the filters when shipping them back to SpyGen. Indicate the name of your organization, the SpyGen project name, and the quote number so we can correctly identify your project. Record the filter number carefully. This number is the unique identifier of your sample when you receive the results. Also indicate the code and name of the sampling location, your internal reference, along with the GPS coordinates. Specify the sampling date, type of environment, and the equipment used for sampling. Indicate the field replica number. You will use 2 filters per sampling location. Note here which filters correspond to replica 1 and replica 2. You will learn more about this in a later module. Record the filtration duration in minutes and the filtered volume, knowing that usually 1 minute corresponds to 1 liter of water filtered. For example, if a filter clogged and only 15 liters were processed instead of 30, it is essential to note this so results can be interpreted having this information. Identify the person responsible for sampling and the taxonomic groups to be analyzed for each filter. This is particularly important if different groups are targeted at different locations. Add any comments you consider relevant, for example, noting possible contamination risks if sampling took place in a marina with fishing boats nearby, or report any pub malfunctions. The analysis will only begin once SpyGen has received this completed document. This covers all the essential materials and documentation for sampling. In the next modules, we'll focus on how to use the different pumps and handle the equipment correctly in the field. See you there.